Now, anyone who follows you closely should know by now that you don't get tired, which
I don't.
I suppose is a blessing, since if I'm not mistaken, you.
It's a gift and a curse.
Okay. Because if.
Because every time I say it's a gift and a curse, because I never get tired and I never age.
Right.
So I outlive every lover that I've ever been with.
Right.
Not alluding to anything, no. Those who get it will, those who don't, they just won't.
Right. And another reason why I would see it as a blessing is because, if I'm not mistaken, you tend to have difficulty sleeping due to being that you suffer from severe cases of depression, a condition typically associated with the gloomy color gray. However, I understand one of your most joyous moments today actually came thanks to a gray Cadillac, ironically.
A gray Cadillac?
A gray Cadillac?
What gray Cadillac?
Like the first time you had ever heard your music played in a car?
Oh, no, let me tell you. The first time I ever heard one of my songs being played, it was a gray four-door Cadillac driving down the street.
Right.
That was one of my answered prayers, one of my hopes, one of my dreams, one of my wishes.
Yeah.
Coming true. Coming into existence. So that was just a remarkable moment for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was unexpected. Excuse me, it was unexpected. I wasn't expecting it.
Exactly.
Excuse me, I'm real passionate about it, so sometimes I might stumble over words.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for me to see that car go down the street and just hear,
yeah,
Wayne had a song called Bring It Back to the Bottom of the Map, and I rapped over the instrumental.
Wow.
And when I rapped over the instrumental, I heard it just going
crazy.
I was like,
was that in 07 by chance? Because I understand
no, that was way before 07
really?
And 06.
Okay.
That was like 2004, I want to say.
Wow.
It was before Katrina had to happen.
Really? Okay.
Right.
Because I understand that 07 was the last time you can recall truly being happy. So, like, what was it about that time period in particular?
I was in a different realm of existence then. I was in a different realm, and I was completely engulfed within the realm that I was in. And what was so beautiful about it was because it was pure. It was me at my purest moment.
Yeah.
It was when socially no one truly accepted me as an individual. They respected me.
Yeah.
But no one truly accepted me socially.
Okay.
Because I'm so withdrawn. I'm aloof.
Yeah.
And I get away from,
Yeah.
I don't like to be around a lot of people.
Right.
Because, when you're intelligent, when you're too intelligent, sometimes you tend to analyze things excessively.
Yeah.
And I've always been that type of individual, excessively analytical. And because I've been that type of individual, I always look at things like from 8 different sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I try to look at things from all angles. And because I do so, most people are just simple. They just start the stupid in 2.2 seconds. Now, I've always been a big skeptic. I always ask why. I always pondered. I always did my own collective study on anything that I was interested in.
Yeah.
And when you live a life like that, it kind of puts you in a box because most individuals aren't into the things that I'm into.
Right.
I'm not into anything material. I don't care about material things. I got a bent up hat, and I wear it all the time. People are like, why you always wear that raggedy hat? Because it's my favorite hat.
Yeah.
I don't care if people don't like it. It's my favorite hat.
Right. I had that situation with a sweatshirt that I used to always wear in interviews. People would comment saying, don't you have any other sweatshirts?
Yeah, if I like it, I'm gonna wear it till it can't be worn anymore.
Right.
And that's just me.
Yeah.
Why can't I have a favorite pair of shoes or a favorite pair of jeans?
Right.
And I was ridiculed for that.
Uh-huh.
Not in a bad way.
Right.
But peer pressure is one of the most dangerous things.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'm gonna talk about things in this interview I never talked with any
I
other
appreciate
interviewer about.
Once again, I appreciate it.
Believe that.
And I understand that your depression stems mostly from unresolved grief and inability to let go.
Unresolved grief, inability to let go, because my mind is so methodical
that
it just keeps playing it over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
So I relive the mistake 1,000 times every day.
Yeah. However, I understand you do feel connected to all things spiritually, though, and are of the belief that we never truly lose or gain anything.
Right, right. I truly believe that. That's like when people say rest in peace to my brother Doe B. I don't say rest in peace to him. He's still here.
Yeah.
And you can't see him. I can.
Because anything lost can be found again except for time wasted, right?
Correct.
Now, I'm actually the same way, but do you, being that you're very self-aware, do you in any way see that being like a situation of denial, or do you really just feel that deep of a connection to things?
If I'll say this, I watched my grandfather be put in the ground. But the moments that we shared, the wisdom, the knowledge that he imputed, his spirit will live on forever through me. Don't make yourself a target. When I walk into certain situations, I just hear his voice clear. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you speak.
Yeah.
You got to hear with your ears. You know, or you got to hear with your eyes and see with your ears.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Yeah. Because everything I see, I understand. And everything I hear, I look at.
Yeah.
Now I understand what that means. I understand the metaphor of it all.
Right.
He used to speak in parables a lot.
Yeah.
Those who get it, get it. Those who don't, don't. And I'm okay with that.
Absolutely. And, you know, you mentioned fully engulfing yourself in every moment.
Every
which,
moment.
You know, you touched on the fact that that keeps you from being consumed by the past, which...
Right. That's like earlier before the interview. I wasn't feeling well.
Oh, really?
You know, I relapsed thinking about something that went on in the past, because everything's a trigger.
Yeah.
Everything around you is a trigger. You can see one little thing and it'll make you that you go back to the depression mode.
And
like when I came here, I was like, man, it'd have been nice if so and so or such and such would have been with me. It'd have been nice if my family could have been here to enjoy this with me.
Yeah.
The people I started this with. You know what I'm saying? You want that.
Yeah.
But then, whatever's meant to be will be.
Right.
And I accept it. I accept the things that I cannot change.
Right. Does any of that mindset also come from growing up, just not knowing when you might die or go to jail? Or
It's a lot of violence.
yeah.
It's a lot of violence where I'm at. A lot. And because there's so much violence, you learn to cherish things because you never know when you'll have to depart from them.
Yeah.
So I learned how to live with and live without.